Hey everyone, my name's Avey. Welcome to Gunsmith part 10 with the AK-105 and patch 13.5. This one's also pretty easy, but before we get into the parts, if you liked the video please leave a like, if you dislike it leave a dislike, and if you found the video helpful and you don't want to miss the other parts, consider subscribing. First off, go to the flea market and type in AK-105. Try to find one that doesn't look like every internal component has been stripped and they're still trying to sell it as an AK-105. Then, type in 6L31 and buy the 60 round magazine. You can also craft it in the laboratory, but usually it's not worth the money and time spent. Next, search for AK-100 and buy the polymer handguard. After that, search for CAC vertical and buy the vertical foregrip. Then, search for short prism and buy the 2.5x scope. Then, search for short mount and buy the sight adapter for it. Next up, search for Bastion Dust and buy the dust cover. Then, Tapco Saw, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, just take the cheaper one. Then, search for Hybrid 46, click on the sound suppressor, and if you don't see that barter at the top, either uncheck exclude bartering offers at the top or go into the settings and make sure remove bartering offers is deselected. For this barter, you're going to need 4 ram sticks. Right click, filter by item, and buy 4 of them. Then uncheck filter by ram at the top, and click the sound suppressor on the left again. Now you can buy the suppressor for much cheaper. Then also buy the thread mount adapter for it on the left. Next up, search for the PT lock, and make sure to buy the one at the top that says AK74M/AK100. And finally, search for the PT-1 and buy the stock. After you have all of those parts, right click your AK and click edit preset. First off, change the default stock to the PT lock. Then on it, put the PT-1 stock. Next up, change the pistol grip to the saw grip of whatever color you bought. Then change the magazine over to the 60 rounder. Then up top, change the handguard over to the AK-100. And on the bottom of it, put the CAC VFG. Then, instead of the muzzle, put the DT hybrid adapter. And on it, put the DT hybrid suppressor. Next up, to put the dust cover on, remove the front sight. And change the dust cover over to the Bastion. Then, on top of it, put the short scope mount. On that mount, you can put the 2.5x prism. And that's Gunsmith part 10 done. You can just click assemble on the top left. And if you didn't buy the parts before doing the build, just unselect owner type traders at the top and you're gonna get all the parts you're gonna need for this build. Only thing left to do now is go over to mechanic, hand it in, and I'll see you in part 11.